This week I wanted to create a mobile Android game with advertising and all, so I can add that to my skill tree, and because it sounds fun. I have a really good coding background, so it should be easy. We can split the process in three main segments. First, what I'd like to call the master, in which all of the core gameplay features are completed, like the movement, the loop, the score, etc, etc. Second is the refined part, in which graphics and audio are introduced, and finally, the most boring and worst part of all, the release. Currently Google Play takes about 2 days to review a game, which is too damn long. With that in mind, I turned on my computer and got to work. A few hours in and the gameplay loop was already done. The idea is simple, a square follows the cursor or the finger on phone. Your goal is to avoid any contact with any object, while speedrunning the map as fast as possible. I wanted it to be extremely hard, so hard that Sam's game becomes the formerly known hardest game in the world. I want frustration, pain and suffer on the player's face. But first, these are the main mechanics. Starting with the movement, the script is taken from a Brachy's video, very awkward and unusual. The square acts like a homing missile that even I couldn't control very well. Approved. Next, I added this collision controller script that basically handles, well, the collisions in the world. It's also responsible for losing and winning states. Which brings us to the advertising phase. That was new for me, so after watching a few tutorials, vainly, I just went for the good old way. Even this way, I still had to spend a lot of time fixing issues and stuff like that. For those wondering, I'm using Unity ads, and it's just a rewarded ad that'll give you like a free time at the beginning, maybe 2 to 5 seconds, haven't decided yet, but it'll wait for a certain moment, then start the timer for the speedrun. Within about 30 minutes, I fixed everything and was ready to start with the second phase, the visuals. So, the next day, first thing in the morning, I opened Photoshop and drew these. I'm only gonna use that for simplicity's sake out of the box. I also limited the colors too. Thus, you know what this game needs? Obviously a map. And I like the traditional pen and paper method. It's easier to visualize things this way, at least for me. But then I fell into a problem. As you can see, I can't just use these to replicate the drawing. It won't look good, nor be performant. So I scrapped the whole thing up for the moment and did sound design instead. When you're a game dev, you've got to know it all. Literally everything. Lapchop was amazing, not sponsored, though I was surprised by the smoothness of the sound effects compared to BFXR. They just sound so crisp and nice. Unfortunately, there are no default command generator buttons, so I had to do everything myself, but after some time playing around with the app and a few lines of code, the game felt, or should I say sounded, way better. Amazing progress so far. All what's left to do was making the map. By now I still can't find the proper way to make it. I want it to be performant and nice at the same time. So I kept thinking, and within a few hours this happened. It's a really simple design, as you can see. I've just used rectangles for this one. It took me a really long time to finish it. Like really long, but definitely worth it. This way it'll be really performant and good looking. Well, kind of, but it works. With that, the game was done. I built a Google Play signed bundle, got some issues, fixed them. Yeah, about that. I mean, definitely didn't take me 2 days of my life trying to reinstall Unity because of a hobby issue, and still took me another full day copying packages through editors. Ha! Why would it do that to me? Of course not. And surprisingly enough, it was extremely easy to upload onto the Play Store. You just need to fill in a bunch of information and roll it for review. Gamers, you can get it now for free on Android and on PC on my itch.io page. Link in the description below. Let me know your record. I personally couldn't finish it, but I made sure it's all possible. I'll update it as soon as possible. There are a lot of things I'm willing to change I didn't like. And yeah, peace.